rabbits are usually seen as fragile, harmless animals that spend most of their lives running away from danger. But when threatened, cornered, or protecting their young, these tiny creatures can become surprisingly aggressive and fearless, from attacking snakes to standing up against much larger animals, which is exactly what we're about to see today. TCD animals. This video captured the moment a rabbit suddenly came face to face with a snake. The snake instantly launched a lightning-fast strike, but the rabbit jumped backward and dodged it at the last second. Normally, most rabbits would run away after something like that, but not this one. Instead, it turned around and attacked the snake. Strike after strike came flying in, but the rabbit moved incredibly fast, dodging every single attack. Then suddenly, it circled behind him but straight onto the snake's tail. That's when the snake realized it had picked the wrong target. It immediately tried to escape, but the rabbit kept chasing after it like a real predator. This rabbit reacts like a professional fighter. Left, right, backstep after backstep. It avoids every strike from the snake before biting back aggressively. After just a few seconds, the snake completely gives up and retreats without even looking back. This rabbit was even more mischievous. It came face to face with a massive python, but instead of running away, it kept teasing and circling the snake like it was mocking it. Then out of nowhere, it kicked the python right in the face before casually hopping away. What a ridiculously cocky little animal. Stealing food from dogs seemed completely normal for this rabbit. And the moment the dog tried to fight back, the rabbit rushed in, bit it, then unleashed a barrage of powerful kicks with its back legs that sent the dog running away. At this point, rabbits don't look innocent to me anymore. They're way tougher than I ever imagined. Even living with a cat doesn't make this rabbit any less aggressive. It constantly charges at the poor cat, and despite trying to fight back, the cat looks completely confused by how fearless this little furry bully is. This female rabbit is suddenly attacked by a weasel. The predator locks its sharp teeth into her body and refuses to let go. But thanks to the rabbit's powerful back legs and larger size, she manages to keep running even with the weasel hanging underneath her. Then something unexpected happens. The rabbit suddenly collapses onto the ground. Pretending to give up, the weasel lowers its guard for just a second, and that's all she needs. She violently kicks off the ground and escapes. But the story doesn't end there. A short time later, the male rabbit suddenly returns, and this time, the hunter becomes the one being chased. The rabbit aggressively charges at the weasel, biting and kicking over and over again until the predator completely loses its nerve and runs away in panic. Another unbelievable moment involving a snake. Rabbits apparently aren't afraid of snakes the way I always thought they were. This rabbit jumped straight in, bit the snake on the head, and even sat on top of its body, leaving the snake completely helpless. Seriously, what a strange animal. This video shows just how difficult it is to hunt a rabbit. The hawk came diving down from above at incredible speed, but thanks to its sharp hearing and constant awareness, the rabbit sensed the danger early. moving at terrifying speed. The hawk quickly closed the distance and dug its razor-sharp talons into the rabbit's body. But the rabbit twisted and fought with everything it had, managing to break free at the last second. Even in slow motion, both animals move so fast it feels like they're challenging the camera itself. Right after escaping, it started zigzagging at insane speed, making it almost impossible for the predator above to keep up. In the end, the rabbit dashed straight into the bushes and disappeared safely. These are more clips showing just how agile and explosive rabbits can be. Even when birds of prey dive down at insane speed, catching a rabbit is still unbelievably difficult. The predator's flying speed almost seems meaningless against the rabbit's crazy reflexes and evasive movement. This is easily the most intense moment in the entire video. A snake successfully catches a baby rabbit and begins wrapping around it. But out of nowhere, the mother rabbit suddenly launches herself straight at the snake. Startled by the attack, the snake loosens its grip just enough for the baby to escape. And from that moment on, the mother rabbit completely loses all fear. She bites, kicks, and attacks non-stop with pure rage, chasing the snake in absolute panic. The predator that once thought it had an easy meal is now fleeing for its life instead. This rabbit was unbelievably tough. It went head-to-head with an aggressive dog and kept getting bitten over and over. But it still charged back like crazy, even against a much stronger opponent. It showed absolutely no intention of backing down. Rabbits may look small, weak, and harmless, but today's videos showed a completely different side of them. From fighting back against snakes and predators, to protecting their families and escaping deadly hunts. These animals are far tougher and braver than most people could ever imagine. If you've enjoyed exploring these remarkable stories from the wild, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more stories from the animal kingdom. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.